Hello, Mithril here once again, getting back to World of Horror, and this time we're gonna be trying something a little bit different. So, as you can see, we do actually have challenges unlocked now. However, that's not what we're gonna be doing this time. Maybe next time. Ruria. That almost sounds like it could be a word. As tradition mandates, all hail the car. Okay. So.
No.
She's been working good for us, so we're gonna go with Aiko Takahashi again. We'll go with 7th Curse again. I at least hope in this mode this is something that will be useful. We'll find out. Because what we're going to be doing this time is Endless mode. It's hopeless. You can't stop the old gods. In this mode, there are no mysteries to solve. Earn points by surviving an endless stream of encounters. So, yes, there are actually some unlocks to be gained going through Endless mode. There is no good ending to an endless run. You are going to die either by reason or stamina loss, or getting too much doom. However, our goal is to survive 50 turns. If we do that, we should get all the unlockables in this mode. I had asked about this over on my social media. I vaguely remember Vinny playing this mode over on Vinesauce, so we'll see what happens. So we do still have to summon an old god. Let's go with a Thought-to. Having a bit more damage for encounters might be a good thing, though of course it also means enemies are going to do more damage too. It's a double-edged sword, but it seems like it might be my best option here, especially if I can get an early weapon. Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, we have no option to visit the lighthouse. We don't have an end goal this time. So yeah, let's see here. We'll set up the occult shop just in case. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the witch's tree. Although, what was the other thing? What was that new one we unlocked? Illegal Den. Billiard club owned by gangsters is the only place to buy illegal goods. If it shows up, it shows up. We don't have any others, do we? Doesn't look like it. Our mailbox is empty, and we're not going to be getting any keys this time. Okay. So we do actually still go home. Okay, nothing in there. We do still get 1 money from that. You know what? Let's go with the glasses this time. Okay. Endless mode. So is this the only time we actually get to come home to rest? Oh, and it won't let me go back. So I accidentally passed up on getting a little free experience. Whoops. Endless mode. It's hopeless. No matter what you would do, the destruction of your town and the awakening of an old god is imminent. Fight with the ever-increasing chaos as survivors try to find a way to escape from the doomed town. As you progress through the investigation and events, you'll be granted points and special prizes. Manage your resources carefully and hope for the best. Many mansions around a certain lake have been deserted in the last 10 years. Why? Next reward at turn 10. Okay. So I do still have locations I have to go and investigate, but I do still have options like that as well. Let's see if we can get something good. No weapon. That is unfortunate. Restock? Steak knife. Yes. We do love the steak knife. It's been doing good things for us. Of course, that did not count as a turn. I guess to advance turns, you have to investigate the location they tell you to. So, investigate the hospital. Hospital records mention Dr. Redacted. How's that possible? He was declared dead 20 years ago. That would be a problem. Therapy. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that would revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. You just need to sign here. I don't have any wounds. Decline. You politely decline the generous offer and continue on your way. I'm not setting a foot on this cursed land, says an old sailor. So investigate Seaside. Suddenly the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. Brace yourself. Strength check failed this time, -2 stamina. An old journalist keeps mentioning an old case. Investigate downtown. Pillar of Flame. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of the supernatural attack. Pursue the hooded woman. Dexterity check success. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there she's gone, already mixed in with a crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie and an envelope containing your photo, plus a curious incantation, plus spell. Ithottu Flame. Combat offensive deals 7 damage, plus 3 doom, costs 1 reason and 1 stamina. So very powerful, but very costly. Okay. I'll hang on to it for now, but I have the feeling this is just going to be some extra reason when we need it. Okay, your neighbor, Redacted-san, has been acting really strange lately. Why is that? Upcoming exhibition. The museum started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition, unaware of the danger. The opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. Ithottu is coming, and now you know the date. Plus 3 doom, but plus 10 experience. Alright. You overhear a fisherman talking with someone. I wish the fish didn't look like that. Walking on the beach, you spot a weirdly colored rock. It seems to be covered in some kind of black algae. Getting closer, you realize it's not a rock. It was a rock lobster! Drowner Sponge. 26 health, -3 reason, 20 power. We have 60% chance to hit by default. Not super great. 5 damage for a strong attack. So we could go ahead and do 10 damage per hit. Per turn. That way. Or we could guarantee some hits. What is my best option here? Okay, I have 4 possible attacks of 70%. Let's try it. Only landed 1. Ow. That was bad. This is not a great first encounter. Okay, got 3 hits that time, and now we can finish it off. Or no, that's not quite guaranteed. Okay, 2 strong hits, chance 90. There we go. Okay, so that was painful. And, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and, get at least 1 reason back. A new family has moved in above you last week. You don't like the sounds you hear at night. Visitor. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're there. I want to say this was a dex check. I think getting closer to the door was the dex check. Dex check success. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. After a couple of minutes, the man retreats, probably unsure if you're home after all. Plus 5 experience. Okay, back to the seaside. I would want to check out the illegal den just to see what's in there, but I am worried about how quickly we're getting Doom. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. Minus 2 reason. Police has found an empty tent. What could have happened to the owner? Trapped dog. In the forest you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog held by the hind leg in a bear trap. Dog growls menacingly when you get closer. Help the dog. Always help the dog. Luck check failure. Oh no. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. Minus 2 stamina. Minus 2 stamina and no doggo. We were betrayed! It seems that no one wants to reclaim a certain black suitcase. What could be inside? Missing girl. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Take her home as minus stamina plus experience, which at this rate, we might need experience. Okay, so yeah, plus 10 experience, minus 2 stamina. We're halfway to a level. A curious red tree has appeared on the crossroad. Is that a sign? Parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. We have the steak knife, so we can cut it open. You cut the tree and quench your thirst with the dark red sap, plus 3 stamina. Beautiful! Endless mode. Select a reward before continuing. Plus item, medical kit, plus spell, minus 5 doom. Okay, so we can subtract doom every 5 turns. I don't really care about spells. Medical kit could be useful. This just is complete chance, I guess, as to what you get. Just in case, I'm going to take away some doom. Next reward at turn 20. Recently they hired 2 nurses from Tokyo. No one knows what do they do nor where they stay after their shifts. You stumble upon a nurse trying to open a door to the intensive care unit, constantly mumbling something. When she turns around, her face makes you scream in horror. Okay, so we remember the doll nurse is blind. She will not attack if I don't attack. Goes after reason, 20 HP, 7 power, So I've got a 73% chance to hit by default. If all these hit, I win in one turn. Do I trust my luck, though? That's the question. We've seen how that can be. Just looking at what some of the other things are here. Again, I might actually be thinking of the wrong enemy. Because I know there's one that I've been told that you can listen to them rambling and you actually learn a spell from them or something like that. It might not be this one. Because I don't feel like I have anything here that would lead to that. Because, yeah, that's only 5 damage. I mean, that's the best possibility I have for winning in one turn. I landed 4 of them. So close. Priestess was reported missing. Does it have to do with the ongoing Harvest Festival? Weird funeral. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly the guests turn their head in your direction. It's your turn now. We don't have folklore studies. This was a charisma check. Mine is not great. My second worst stat. Let's see if we get anything for willingly following the tradition. As gruesome as it is, it's still a tradition. However, you can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiled slightly as you carefully cut your hand, -1 stamina. I think if I failed the charisma roll, I want to say that actually cost me 2 stamina that time. So I got out of it a little bit better at the very least. Old teacher left our town in a hurry. Did you leave any clues? With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? A trip to the library might be a good idea. Don't have paranoia. Study issues of local newspapers. It's a waste of time. So studying issues of local newspapers, I'm going to guess, might be experience at the cost of doom. Waste of time, probably... It might not do anything for me. Let's study. Oh, it's a knowledge check fail. Oh boy. It was a complete waste of time. You've spent the whole day reading about cute dogs, giant vegetables, and the occasional accident. You find nothing related to the case at hand, +5 doom for nothing. Well, now we know. It seems that no one wants to reclaim a certain black suitcase.